In a divorce case, you must provide the other person with complete information about your finances. This includes information about the assets and debts during the marriage. Each spouse has to tell the other spouse about their income, bank accounts, real and personal property, insurance, retirement accounts, and employee benefits, as well as all debts such as loans and bills. This is called disclosure. You're required to provide this information within 45 days after the answer is filed in your case. You and your spouse exchange this information with each other. You do not file it with the court. You will use the information to plan the division of marital property that you will propose to the judge. Alaska Civil Rule 26.1 describes exactly what must be disclosed. You must give your spouse in writing all of the following financial information: a list of all real property, this means houses, buildings, and land. You must also list all tax assessments, appraisals, and broker's estimates for such property from the last 2 years. Pay stubs from the last 2 months. The name of your employer and a notarized release for all employee benefit information. A notarized release for information on pension, retirement, deferred compensation, and profit-sharing plans. This will allow employers and retirement plan administrators to provide information to the other spouse. There are release forms on the court's website. A list of all accounts in banks, credit unions, stock brokerages, and any other financial institution if you were a signer on the account during the last 2 years. This includes both personal and business accounts. You must provide a signed release for your spouse to get all information from the bank about these accounts. There are release forms on the court's website. You must also provide statements from each account for the last 3 months. A list of items of personal property with a fair market value of over $100. This includes vehicles, boats, airplanes, computers, stereos, TVs, guns, tools, jewelry, furs, and other property and household goods. A list of any other investments along with the most recent statements or reports. A list of all debts, including credit cards, mortgages, car loans, student loans, bank loans, along with statements or other written documentation. Tax returns for the last 3 years. You must also state what property in this list you think is non-marital. This means it is separate and doesn't need to be divided by the court. The general rule is that all property and debt acquired during the marriage belongs to both spouses. You can find a property and debt worksheet on the Family Law Self-Help Center website that will help you with this disclosure. You do not have to use this particular form, but you must disclose the required information. You may need to get additional information from your spouse during the divorce case. This can be done through the tools of discovery, which is the legal term for finding out information relevant to the case. Discovery is also described under Rule 26.1. If the other spouse doesn't cooperate and give you the required information, you may file a motion to compel, asking the court to order him or her to give you the information.